Hello again. Hope you are doing well. Let's deal now with Unit 10. It's on page 58 of your student books. The title is Useful Website. Today's lesson is about vocabulary and reading. In this part, we will speak about teens' problems, as you see the title. Teen troubles. Troubles means problems. So teenagers often meet problems. Here, three teenagers, you know this word, people aged from, let's say, 13 to 19. That means just like you. These persons are called teens or teenagers. Now, three teenagers are going to speak about their problems. The first one is Andrea. She is 13. Ben, who is 15. And Katie, who is 14. Each one of them has a problem. So first, you listen to their problems, you listen to them speaking, and while listening, try to answer these questions at the same time as you listen. Number one, what sport does Andrea do? How does Ben feel? And is Katie pleased with her friend? That means, is she happy with her friend? So listen and answer the questions.
Track 74. Teen troubles. Got a problem and not sure who to ask for advice? Write to us and we will help. When you see this, click to hear some advice from Dr. Mandy, our top teen expert.
I go to dance lessons with some close friends of mine. The teacher moved me to a higher level group, but she says my friends have to stay in the lower level. I'm worried about moving to a new class without them. I'll really miss seeing them. What should I do? Andrea, 13.
I am homeschooled and I don't spend much time with people my age. I am friends with some of my neighbours and I have old friends from primary school, but they often forget to invite me when they go out. I have pen friends as well, but it's not the same as seeing people. Ben, 15.
My best friend won't stop copying me. I love wearing bright clothes and looking different from everyone else. But last month, my friend started buying all the same things as me. Now we look exactly the same as each other. Katie, 14.
Okay, now let's check your answers. So what sport does Andrea do? Andrea does dance. How does Ben feel? Ben feels lonely. It means he is sad to be alone. To be alone, that means you don't have friends or people around you to talk to you or help you. This is to be lonely. Number 3, is Katie pleased with her friend? No, she isn't, because her friend often copy her in the style of clothing and she doesn't like it. Now, let's move on to exercise number 2, page 58 on your books. Here in this activity, you will listen to a Dr. Mandy, giving advice to the 3 teenagers. Okay? You listen and then you say, In number 1, the advice is for whom? For Andrea, Katie, or Ben. And so for number 2 and number 3.
Track 75. 1.
I'm very sorry to hear about your problem. Studying alone isn't easy, but it doesn't mean you can't have friends. There are lots of ways to meet people. What activities do you enjoy doing? Maybe you should think about joining some clubs. For example, drama or dance. Make sure you have lots of contacts in your phone or online. And remember to call people. Waiting for them to contact you first isn't always a good idea.
2.
Thank you for writing to the website. I can understand why you aren't happy about what your friend is doing, but don't be too angry. After all, it means she thinks you look great. I think you should try to talk to her about how you feel and explain why you don't want her to do it. Also, why not offer to go shopping with her? If you decide to do this, you can give her advice and help her to find her own way of dressing. Good luck.
3.
I know that leaving your friends behind is difficult, but if you want to improve, you should be in the higher class. You'll get better at dancing, and you'll probably make new friends too. And here's another idea. Why don't you tell your friends to practice a bit more? Offer to help them in your free time. Then maybe the teacher will ask them to move up too.
Okay, here's the correction to the exercise. So the first advice of Dr. Mandy was for Ben, the second one for Katie, and the third one for Andrea. I'm sure you did it right. Let's move on to the following lesson. It's about giving advice. So here, as you heard, Dr. Mandy gave advice to each person. So, what did Dr. Mandy say to advise each teenager? You might have paid attention to the word written in two different manners. I'm talking about to advise with an S and advice with a C. The pronunciation and the spelling is different. To advise with an S is a verb, conseiller, and advice with a C is a noun, un conseil. So this noun is uncountable. That means it's never in the plural. It never takes an S. We say a piece of advice for the singular, and we say some advice for the plural without S. Now, listen again to Dr. Mandy and say what did she say to advise Katie, to advise Ben, and to advise Andrea. Okay, now, so to advise Andrea, Dr. Mandy said, you should be at a higher class if you want to improve, and you should help your friends to do so. And to advise Ben, you should think about joining some clubs to meet people and make new friends. And to advise Katie, you should try to talk to her about how you feel and help her to find her own style. So as you notice, in the three pieces of advice, Dr. Mandy used the modal verb, if you remember, should. You should be. You should think. You should try. So should and shouldn't are used to give advice, and they are followed, as you remember, by a verb stem. Okay, now let's deal with exercise number 4. It's about the vocabulary. These words occurred in the listening. So you have guest, old friend, neighbor, close friend, member, contact, best friend, classmate, pen friend, and relative. You know most of them, so please try to match these people from 1 to 10 with the description of the people, or the definition if you want, from A to J. You have a few minutes to do it, just on your books. Listen now to the correction of the activity.
Track 76. 1.
Guest.
B. This person is a visitor in your home. 2.
Old friend.
F. You met this person a long time ago. 3.
Neighbor.
A. You live near this person. 4.
Close friend.
E. You like this person very much and you know each other well. 5.
Member.
D. This person belongs to a group or club. 6.
Contact.
C. You have this person's details in your phone or online. 7.
Best friend.
H. This is your one special friend. 8.
Classmate.
I. You study with this person. 9.
Pen friend.
J. You don't meet this person, but you write to them. 10.
Relative.
G. This person is part of your family.